Hey guys, what I did was book pages. I colored some book pages with washes. I used my dyes and my watercolors. Our inks and our inks and stuff are free, and all my inks are DIY inks. And I've got plenty of spaces. If I had to, I could say put it on by a list of 17, because like I said, I've only got 13, and so far I've only used 5 things. So this is just that I washed and did some washes on my pages, and I just wanted to share. I love the look of some of them that they got. These right here, I think most of these are my dyes in the way that I did it. Got multicolors. One of them, I forgot that there was a little pearlized in it. I use just, when I make my DIY alcohol inks, I do not use the 90% alcohol. I use the cheap stuff you get from the Dollar Tree, and I use washable markers. This is watercolor, and literally all I did was just wet it down and brush it on. Gave a little bit different colors there, but mostly stuck with green. And then my mop-up papers that were in between these, I love how my mop-up papers turned out. This is what you get just from having them stuck in between the way I dry mine. This is from the alcohol inks because there wasn't as much, because alcohol dries very quickly. But still, the prints are amazing to me. I love that look. And I didn't even think about double checking you were in. The bottom half was in, but that's okay. Still get to see. But that's just my mop-up papers right there from where I did those. But what I'm going to work on is using my book pages to make some tags. The index cards I've already shared in previous videos that I had dyed. This is the side that I'm going to run. There's 5 of them. And I cut book pages approximately the size of the index cards. 5 different ones of different prints and colors. And now I am going to cut. I do not like to tear. Sorry for those who enjoy tearing. Yes, sometimes I do like tearing, but for the most part, I do not like the look when you do things like this. To me, it just, I don't know, just doesn't look as, I just don't like it. Different strokes for different folks is the way I look at it. Everybody does what they like, and nobody criticizes anybody for what they like. Okay. Those of you all who have not, the patchwork tags, I think there's one out there, the old quilting thing that people have started acting like it's new, that whack and stack, where they're tearing it. Listen, this has been around for years in the paper crafting, even longer in quilting. It's not something new. It's just, you know how fads go. One person puts it out there, it's got a big name, and everybody thinks, ooh, nobody's never seen that before. But the way you do it, I don't usually do mine like this, but I will for video purposes. Lay my cards out here. Because to me, when you lay them out like this, pieces get lost, pieces get blown. And this isn't usually how I do mine. I do mine one card at a time. I did not look to see. I meant to change my order. And guess who didn't change the order of their papers before she cut them? That's okay. I can switch them around if I want to. Not a big deal. Not really. It's all about what you like, how you like it. It's a wonderful thing about journaling and paper crafting, really quilting, any kind of craft that you do. You don't have to look like anybody else's. You don't have to do what anybody else does. And, you know, you do your own thing and what makes you happy and what you like. I'm not a copier. I do not like to copy other people. Exactly. I like to do my own little thing. But there you go. And see how the tags go like that. And, of course, I would glue them down to get. Let me move these over here so they do not get blown off or knocked off by accident. Because that is definitely what I would do. And I am going to just start gluing down. I do prefer, I don't sew around my stuff. Not because I don't have a sewing machine. Not because I don't know how to sew. But I just don't really care for it. Occasionally, but for the most part, I don't like the look. I like things very plain and simple. Show off what you got and not add a bunch of stuff. Plus it makes your journals and your pages bulky. And if you like that kind of stuff, you can add it individually or you can whatever. But as a whole, I do not. Special stuff, maybe. And the great thing about this, if you want to overlay them. Remember I told you I cut them close, but not exact. Right there. We go. There is the first tag. And what I will do is actually trim that up a little bit. But I'll use my cutter and I'll trim that up. Or actually, I probably won't use my cutter because I just don't do that. I just freehand it and just go for it. With something like this, I probably will ink around it. I usually don't ink stuff. Again, that's a preference. But I was thinking, there we go. Would be. There's the first tag. I'll ink around it, maybe add some marks, stamps. For the Dear Julie Julie challenge, yes, I have to add 3 enhancements on there, and then I have to do a Dear Julie Julie image, and that will be on there. But for right now, that's the start of it, a basic, simple tag, patchwork tag, and there you go.